Howdy, fella. What can I get you on this fine evening?
I'll take an ice-cold sarsaparilla.
Coming right up.
So, what have you been up to, Stevie?
Only trying to teach my young, ripe, and brilliant minds about Greek polytheism and the Trojan War. Not that it's your business, Samir.
Well, I could help you with the lesson. That's easy stuff to teach.
Oh yeah? Why don't you try to learn it before you go spouting fibs about the simplicity of pre-common era myths and legends of Eastern Europe, pal?
Yeah, I will.
Up for the challenge, eh? Follow me. This is where the children soak in the knowledge. Having a knowledge of Greek mythology as vast as the quantity of gods in this religion, I can say that your knowing of this subject is finite. If you are truly up for the challenge, let us discuss Echo and Narcissus, a wonderful tale.
Wait, isn't there only one god?
You fool! Watch your tongue, simpleton. I have a far superior intellect, and this specific subject is one that I have studied for hundreds of times your lifespan. Maybe be a tad more respectful to your elders. To put it simply, Echo is a nymph and Narcissus is the most handsome man alive, like me. Everyone fawns over Narcissus and he eventually sees his own reflection and falls in love with himself. Narcissus represents the water archetype, whereas Echo represents the garden archetype.
What's an archetype?
An archetype is a recurring theme within a piece of literature. You nugget of scum, if you disrespect the archetypes once more, your days will certainly be numbered. Allow me to continue. Echo represents one without an opinion. Narcissus represents a narcissistic young lad with too much self-confidence.
What's next, Professor?
Persephone, the wife of Hades, the ruler of hell. He was all alone in the depths of the fiery landscape of the underworld, and begged for a wife, and he had fallen for Persephone, the daughter of Demeter. Demeter was the goddess of living things on earth, and things would not grow without her. Zeus had decided to help trap Persephone for Hades, and they succeeded. Demeter was rather disgruntled, and nothing on earth grew for roughly a year, and people of earth were dying and starving due to her selfish grief. Persephone returned to stop the madness, and everything was lovely once again. Wonderful. Persephone represents your typical archetypal woman and Hades represents the serpent archetype, evil and trickery.
Go on.
Finally, we shall discuss the story Zeus and the creation of mankind. Zeus wanted to create man in the same form of the gods, and gave this responsibility to Prometheus and Epimetheus. Prometheus complained to Zeus that he gave all of the gifts to the animals, because Zeus wanted to give the greatest gift of all to man. Without Zeus's permission, he gave the gift of fire to man. Zeus worried that this would make man too powerful, and Zeus damned Prometheus to earth to be eternally picked away by vultures and to live an agonizingly painful and infinite hellish afterlife. This damnation represents the desert archetype, meaning hopelessness and emptiness.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Steve. You are an intellectual mind that needs to be respected to the highest degree. Your skill is similar to the caliber of Bill Nye, Stephen Hawking, and Billy Mays. I am truly sorry for anything that I have said that may have offended you, sir.
Now go out and spread the word. This reminds me of the time I was teaching about gases and wedges.
I sure will. Epilogue. Mr. Steve went on to teach at Cambridge University and became known as the most brilliant man in the world. Samir, on the other hand, became a scholar in Ontario, Canada, studying Greek mythology thanks to the legendary Mr. Steve. This is a production by Thomas English and Carson DeBetta for Mrs. Lowline 3rd period. We hope you enjoyed.